EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we continue on with John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend, and we have got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Welcome, your 2025 Pittsburgh Steelers.
On the visitor's sideline, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys victorious a week ago, trying to make it 2 in a row here. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a former Florida Gator at quarterback, Kyle Trask.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Woods, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers nothing.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tate, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
His 48-yard line.
The Steelers had a woeful 2-9 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 40 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Tate. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fight. And hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Tate. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Campbell now from the gun on 3rd down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole 1st drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
2nd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jack Stoll, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in. Control of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. What a weekend it has been already around the NFL. We had 3 great games on Thanksgiving, another one Friday in Philadelphia, and it's all part of the NFL salute to the legendary John Madden. This week's slate of games known as the John Madden Thanksgiving Celebration Weekend, and we at EA Sports salute the man we knew as coach, who brought so much to this great holiday, so many smiles with his love of family, his love of football, and we miss him, no doubt. Gone, but certainly never forgotten, John Madden. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Roethlisberger. Gates with a grab. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Robert Woods with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. Good return up past the 30. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
3 yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Operating from the gun. Campbell looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
No, bottle that fumble. It's out. It's loose. Look at the big man rumble. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play. For that defensive unit. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
40-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Campbell. Throwing to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Ready? Panther 60.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On the return, Hester. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Operating from the gun, Campbell.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Tate. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
It's fourth down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Running the slant, that's Robert Woods. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Now Roethlisberger. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 64 yards. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Hope you all had a very happy Turkey Day indeed as we wrap up John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. Let's roll. Our look around the NFL starts now. at MetLife Stadium. The Jets at home to take on the Falcons. And this is the running back. He's going to deliver in the red zone to the end zone, 12-yard touchdown run. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And here's the Jags wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Jaguars earn another victory and move to 9-3 on the year. One more to show you real quick. It's over in Tampa, the Buccaneers hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And it's 34-year-old Cordero Patterson. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Bucs come away with the victory as they get back to 500, standing 6-6. Here are the rest of the scores from a busy Week 13, all 32 teams in action over the course of this Thanksgiving weekend. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Campbell. He finds his man, complete. That's Moss. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down.
Second and 9 at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board. 3 points is super. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Yeah, good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And that's complete to Gates. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
Ready? Hut 70 Lion.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Stiff armed him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
First down. A gain of 15.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
inside the 10 at the 8.
First and goal, Buffalo.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
Brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Looking to throw. Campbell. Complete to Myers, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Brings up third down and 10.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Here's a second and 8. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because That gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And now out come the Steelers. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Campbell. That's caught by Harrison, right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he fires one, but incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment. Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get